Child, you can't make this stuff up. It's so crazy. I thought that was a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, honestly. I thought that was a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Now, get into this. Now, y'all know Keke Palmer, baby daddy brother, Serranis, who was on Insecure. He got the ladies online airing him out, okay? So, y'all know Keke Palmer. She got the baby daddy Darius. Now, Darius got the brother Serranis. Now, Serranis done dated a girl since 2021. Now, in the midst of him dating this girl in 2021, since 2021, he recently done went raw willy in another girl. So him going raw willy in this new girl recently resulted in what happens when people go raw with willy in a woman and the woman is ovulating. So he go raw dogging in this girl, get her pregnant, and then tells his girlfriend that he was donating his sperm to her, and he told his girlfriend that he donated sperm before 2021. Mind you, him and his girlfriend done been together since 2021. He told his girlfriend that before him and her got together, he donated his sperm to this girl. She froze the sperm, and now conveniently, all these years later, she unfroze and turkey basted herself and got pregnant. So they decided to come at each other in the DM like, girl, is you pregnant by my man, or did you turkey baste through your cuda? You know? And the girl was like, girl, be for real. Do I look like I'm about to turkey baste my cooch? And then the girl was like, well, that's what he told me. He said you turkey basted it or whatever. And then the girl was basically giving like, girl, be for real. Like, look at me and look at, like, do it look like he didn't get up on me and do this? So that's pretty much what this story gives. So let's go through the receipts because the girls are out exposing.
I really got no saying there. I guess I was just trying to ease the situation for me when I'm kind of breaking this news to people, family, and I just kind of, I guess, wanted to get your thoughts of on if you would be opposed if, we just kind of presented like it was just like a mutual agreement that didn't have no prospects for real. And we were just like, yeah, because I just don't want to be breaking this off on something. I did have to break it down. I did have to break it for her. And I did tell her that didn't go well. So, as you can imagine, for sure. But, just the timing was all weird. The timing was all, it was just the timing. It wasn't like nobody did anything wrong. It's just the timing.
But what story did you go with?
What'd you say?
I said, what story did you go with?
Oh, shit, I ain't gonna lie. I said, I was like, yeah, we had an agreement. They want sperm and everything like that, boom, boom. That's what I told her, but it wouldn't matter anyway. That was going to be a wrap. I really got no saying there. I guess I was just trying to ease the situation for me.
All right, so she secretly recorded him basically trying to get on the same page of the lie, okay? So in that recording, she recorded him telling her, listen, I had to tell her a story. This the story I told her, and I need you to be on board with it. All right? And clearly, if he's telling her, hey, this what I told her, the girl was the side chick. She knew she was the side chick. And she said, listen, I am not about to claim what you want me to tell her. Let's go through these receipts. So she shared a DM exchange between, I guess Serrana's girlfriend and her. So on February 5th, the girlfriend of Serrana's slid in her DM and said, "Did you go to a surrogate and freeze my boyfriend?" Can you imagine? Can you imagine creeping with a nigga? You know he got a girlfriend. Clearly she knows because it sounded like she knew that she was a side chick. Can you imagine creeping with an N-word and the girlfriend come in your DM saying, "Did you freeze my boyfriend's sperm?" She said, "Did you go to a surrogate and freeze my boyfriend Serrana's sperm, or did he F you?" So the girl decided to respond and say, and clearly she didn't decide to respond until she wanted to bring this to the internet. All right. So as you see, this message was February 5th. This whole story, it didn't hit the blogs until 2 days ago. So right here where it says she responded yesterday, that's because it was a big time gap from February 5th to when she responded, which was probably, I'm going to assume, a month later, since we in March now, and she's opening up the message with, "I didn't feel inclined to respond based on woody woody whoop." And I'm going to translate that to be, "I was going to leave you on red, but since I've decided to expose Serrana's, I'm going to give you the courtesy of responding and clapping back at you." That's kind of what it translates to me. It translates as, "I was going to leave you on red, but I decided to expose him, and I might as well respond to you too." That's kind of what it's giving. But let's read it. And this also comes after the girlfriend that so the girl that wrote, "Did you go to a surrogate and freeze my boyfriend Serrana's sperm?" She basically exposed Serrana's a week ago, making allegations against him. And then now this girl is coming forward exposing him. So this girl who's saying, "I didn't feel inclined to respond based off how you decided to reach out," she's only now exposing Serrana's in this whole turkey baster baby thing after the girlfriend exposed him first. Okay, so I just wanted to say that. So she says, "I didn't feel inclined to respond based off how you decided to reach out, but I'm not in the business of protecting males that lie on me. Do I look like I need to have sperm artificially inserted in me? A surrogate carries a baby for someone else. Since you seem misinformed about surrogacy, think twice before you come at another woman with bullish and lie like that. Have a nice day." Now, I understand that she's pregnant and maybe emotions are flying that she didn't comprehend what the girl said, but the girl wasn't saying that you're a liar. She was basically saying, "Girl, my man done lied," or "My man lied, so I'm asking you to get the truth." That's kind of where her sentiment was. Now, her sentiment, although she did come to you, I didn't perceive her coming to you as negative. It was more so like, "I feel like this nigga lying and I'm going straight to the source. So is it the story that he lying about, or did y'all fuck like I think y'all did?" That's pretty much what she said. And if you wanted to keep it G, just keep it G and say, "Listen, he lying, girl. We was doing all kind of hood rat-ish, you know, and we conceived this baby. You know? I don't know. I just like maybe she misunderstood because I didn't take the girl as coming at her sideways. I just took her as being straightforward and wanting to know, let's jump straight to the punch. Let's get straight down to the nitty-gritty. Let's just kill all. Did you turkey baster yourself or did y'all hunch? You know I'm his girlfriend. So it says, the girl responding, she said, wasn't my lie. That's what he told me. I wrote the message in a heightened emotional state. Not hard to imagine. I didn't mean surrogacy. He told me you've had his sperm frozen since 2021 and recently decided to unfreeze it without his knowledge and were awaiting to see if you were pregnant. He was my boyfriend since 2021. So this news was jarring for me. I eventually got him to show me your text thread and clearly saw that you, in fact, were not pregnant via his insane story. Serranis is a habitual liar and a physical mink, 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 mink. She says, I thank God this has all happened and I get to walk away from him, no strings attached. Blessings on your new journey. And what she replied is the sentiment that I got. Like, girl, I'm just trying to figure out what's real here because he's a liar. So the girl responded, she said, he called and told me to ignore you if you message me, but I didn't even see the message till days later. I was more so shocked that you believed his story and didn't want any parts in the back and forth with you. We've only had hanky-panky twice last year, once in March and then in December, which is when I got pregnant. I would never freeze his sperm, so for him to make me out to be desperate is crazy. I didn't even want to have hanky-panky with him. I was asleep and he kept trying. I'm not sure what text thread you saw, but you can see in my responses that I wasn't giving him the energy that I was interested in pursuing anything further. From what I knew of him, he wasn't with anyone. So hearing that you guys have been together since 2021 is very new to me. Oh, okay, see, she's saying that she didn't know that she was the side chick. Okay, I thought she knew she was the side chick. She said, I'm not tearing women down, so I'm sorry you had to find out that way you did. So she said, I didn't believe his story. That's why it got so heated. You can ask Blank, but I'm sure he'll just lie for Serranis. Blank knows me very well and our relationship. The only reason he showed me your text was because he hit me. And I threatened to call the police if he didn't open his phone. Now, that just took my breath. He hit you. Wait, let me read that again. Hold on. Let me read that part again. She said, the only reason he showed me your text was because he hit me and I threatened to call the police if he didn't open his phone. The only reason he showed me your text was because he hit me and I threatened to call the police I've dealt with his lies for so long and woman DMing me and etc. for too long. But this lie was just so insane. I don't know how and when he finds the time because he was with me 24/7 if he wasn't traveling to see his daughter or filming, I don't tear women down either. And it just kept being proven that Serranos paints all women to be crazy liars, evil, and blah, blah, blah. He said you were 40 and this was your last attempt to have a baby. So that's why this was all happening. Okay. I'm still stuck on the he hit me, but he showed me the thing. Now, domestic violence, I haven't been in a quote unquote domestic violence relationship ever. Now, I've been young dealing with a guy, and I talked about this in a video before. I've been young dating a guy. I was 18, 19 years old. I was dating a guy, and he disrespected me, called me out my name, and I maced him. Now, by the grace of God, he did not put his hands on me, and I'm grateful. But I guess my action would have been the domestic violence action part of it. Okay? Now, since that time, I have decided that I would not be in such a toxic situation ever, and I would not be toxic either. Okay? Yeah. So I just think that now that I'm older, he should have called the police on me. Like, you should have called the police on him. Ooh, child. Just like he should have called the police on me, honey. I'm glad he didn't, but you should have called the police on him. And yeah. You said you maced him for that? Yes, I did. Yes, I absolutely did. Because he had me up. He had me up. Okay? He had me up. Okay? And when I was younger, I was a lot wilder. Okay? I was a lot wilder. I was wild. But I do not condone those actions. I don't think it's cute. My mama straightened me out, and she said, you lucky he didn't bop you upside your head. Okay? And I'm glad that he didn't bop me upside my head, because at the time, both of my favorite cousins that was very active gang members at the time, they would have stepped, and it would have been ugly. So I'm glad that it did not turn out that way, because had I maced him and he bopped me upside my head, it would have got really ugly. But, child, let me finish reading this story. I might share with y'all. I might share with y'all a little sneak peek. Those of y'all who are day one night owls, y'all heard this story before, and y'all seen the video of me and the guy doing the story time. I might play it for y'all. I might not. Who knows? But I don't condone it, and I feel like if somebody put their hands on you, call the cops. Whether it's a woman, whether it's a man, call the cops on them. Okay. But let's see. Oh, she said he said that you were 40 and this was your last attempt to have a baby, so that's why this was all happening. She said, I have no words. Honestly, I'm just happy to be out of his to-be movie of a life. She said, wait, this is a lot to process. He said, I'm 40 and this was my last attempt, LOL. She said, girl, you could call me because it is a lot. Now, this is the message between Serranis and the girl. It says, this is December 26th. It says, did we get to 28? And then she says, hi, we did not. He says, I suck. She says, I'm still mad at you. She says, it was good. He says, it was good though. And then she says, it was better than the first time, but it's still temporary. And I'm on a mission mentally. I was about to hit 4 months. Okay, so maybe she hadn't done nothing in 4 months. Then January 11th. Hey, I know you're out of town, but can you call me when you get a chance? He says, okay, everything okay. And then she says, I'm not sure how to answer that. Wait a minute. How many weeks is from December 26th to January 11th? Is that enough time to know that you're pregnant? That sounds real close together. Hold on. Let me look at my calendar real quick. December. Is that enough time to know that you're pregnant? $17 days. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I think I found out that I was pregnant at the 3-week mark. I found out I was pregnant before a whole month had passed. So maybe. I don't know. They got new ways to find out. New early calculations and all that. So maybe. I don't know. All right. So she says, hey, I know you're out of town, but can you call me when you get a chance? He said, okay, is everything okay? She says, I'm not sure how to answer that. I was trying to wait till you got back, but it's pretty important. So this means that she knew before he, anyways, she says, he says, okay, give me a second. And then she says, hey, I want to talk to you again when you have a minute. So this was on the 13th, 2 days after she told him or whatever. And then, they had a conversation around the all right. It's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. So this is the girl that he was dating first.
Finger down if you dated a F-list celebrity since 2021. You know, you guys had your back and forths on and off, but at the end of the day, you guys always came back to each other and talked about building a life and having kids, and you showed him unconditional love 24/7. You took care of his daughter like she was your own. Meanwhile, all of this stuff is going on. His brother had a baby and was dating a very, very, very famous child star actress, now adult, and they were going through their legal drama publicly, and her mother came out accusing your boyfriend of being an abuser, a narcissist, evil, every horrible thing you can think of. And all the while, he's in your apartment hiding from people serving him, like law papers serving him. He's crying in your apartment about how everyone's trying to put a finger down, say that his character is like they've got him all wrong and none of these things are true. And because you're so in love with this guy, you believe every single thing that he says. He's been manipulating you this whole entire time. Flash forward to end of 2024, December 2024. You finally get tired of all of the back and forth, the up and down, the highs and the lows with this guy. So you write him an email that basically says, I cannot do this any longer. Please leave me alone. You know, I don't want the family that we discussed, I know that it's going to happen eventually. It's going to happen separately. Go on with your life. This is just too much for me. He calls you. Why did you send that email? You go, it's pretty self-explanatory. So he basically tells you, let's work on us. Like, let's try again. Like, I see a future with you. All these things convince you all over again. And because you love this man deeply, you agree. So say that his character is, now you're hanging out and now it's top of 2025. It's January. And you're thinking, okay, we're working together. Like, this is the love of my life. No relationship is easy. Whatever. He wants to be here. I want to be here. Cool. We start watching a show one day, and we're watching this TV show, like a medical TV show, and there's a child that comes in to get an abortion. And I look at him and he looks a little funny. So I'm like, are you okay? Like, is the show too queasy? He pauses the TV and tells you, I have to tell you something. Immediately you start to shake and you feel sick to your stomach, because the only thing this man could possibly tell you after all of his cheating and lying and scamming and everything else he's done is that he has a new baby coming. Ding, 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 ding. That's exactly what he told me, except for he said back in 2021, he gave his sperm to a sperm bank to this woman. She froze his sperm since 2021 and then randomly decided to unfreeze it without his knowledge and insert it in herself. And now you're hanging out and now it's top of 2025. It's January. And you're thinking, now she was waiting to see if she was pregnant. Mind you, I've been with this man since 2021. He's never mentioned such thing because it is a lie. This man is such a liar that he couldn't even fess up and say, hey, when we were broken up for 3 days, I went and I had schmegs with someone else. So he concocted this crazy, bizarre lie that he donated his sperm. I asked to see a contract. I asked to see the woman. He would not show me any of these things except saying, I don't owe you an explanation. I'm not going to defend myself. You need to believe what I'm saying. I'm distraught. I'm crying. And then it becomes physical. After this man blows up and tells me that I'm nothing, that I will never be anything, looks around my apartment. Mind you, this man hasn't worked in months because Hollywood doesn't want to deal with him. His name has been smeared, and so has his brother.
This is the thing that I don't understand. And again, love will have you do some crazy things. But when it comes to y'all houses that y'all pay for, and somebody put their hands on you in your house, he ain't worked, he ain't get nobody, he ain't pay no bills, he in your house, and he just tell you that he got somebody pregnant, and because you're mad about him getting somebody pregnant, he bop you. And then what was your response? Wait, what?
After he's taken money from you, he continues to tell you that you're going to be nothing. I've been supporting the man. Now she was...
How can somebody that you supporting...
And all of these things, then he resorts to hitting you. And this was not the first time. This was the second. Didn't tell any of my family or friends about this stuff because I thought I could handle it. So, yes, after I've been cheated on, lied to, publicly embarrassed, everyone and their mother knows that this man is awful. But yet, somehow, he gets invited to all of these Hollywood parties, and people rave about him because he's a narcissist, and he's wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask, and, I saw him that day for who he truly was, and he didn't like it, and he didn't like the things that I had to say, so he resorted into hitting me. Yeah, so put a finger down if you went through that. Yeah, this guy gonna get his, but not by my hands. I think it's gonna be the Lord's. And
Now, I understand love is a mother, but ladies, if he in your house, under your roof, while you paying the bills, Stop allowing these men to be in y'all space. like, you paying the bills, you pay, like, remove him. Like, get him out of your space. you know? Even in my toxic era, I couldn't imagine me paying the bills and being like, bopped, and then I don't know, but like I said, I did have a toxic era.